Welcome back, racing fans. Ellis Park Mike here for week 3 of Saratoga. We want to recap a little bit our stats for week 2. There were 53 races in which that we handicapped, and those excluded the steeplechase race and all the races that were taken off the turf and changed surfaces. And after that, we had 53 races we handicapped. We had winners in 31 of those races for a 58.5% win percentage, and our average payoff on those races were $7.52. Our top picks won 11 of those 31, and that was for 20.7%, and $7.55 was the average payoff of those winners. So for 2 weeks, we're 57 of 94 in our top 3 picks, 60.6%, and an average win payoff of almost $9. And 20 for 94, our top picks won for a 21.2% average and almost $8 for those picks. So, not too bad. We're going to start week 3 off with a $250-some-odd thousand carryover into pick 6. And that starts in race 5. But race 1 is a non-winners of a race other than $25,000 claimer, optional claimer. And this is at at 5.5 furlongs on the grass. My top pick is number 4, One Note Samba. And this horse is just a win machine. I mean, he's 6 for 13. He loves 5.5 furlongs on the grass, especially at Saratoga where he's 2 for 2. I think you got to beat him. He looks awfully hard to beat to me. If he runs this race, it should be over. Second pick, number 7, Seven Lively Sins. Al Stahl brings this horse in from Kentucky, where he was second in his only turf try, and that was going 5 furlongs. Gets an extra half furlong today, and he was coming late at the end. If somebody's going to upset him, it might be that horse. Third pick, number 6, Glacier Bay. Bruce Levine. He has 4 wins on the grass. He owns a win here at Saratoga on the turf. And also we're going to include number 3, Becky's Kitten. Narrow loss last time out at this level. Got beat a nose at Belmont going 7/8. Backs up to 5.5 today. 4-7-6-3 in race 1 at Saratoga. Race 2 is a maiden $35,000 claimers. Fillies and mares 7 furlongs. I'm going to the outside here. I'm going to take number 7, Flashy in Pink. Dale Romans is taking this horse over. Ty Pletcher had it as a 2-year-old. And I know they like this filly, but they thought she was just too big to win at 2 years old. She ran good the first time out. Second time out, she bolted. And that was September 4th and hasn't been seen since. Dale's got her now. She's been training well. I think for $35,000, she's worth it. I'll put her on top. Second choice, number 5, Lucky My Way, Bruce Brown. Was second in her only start on dirt at Belmont. And third pick, number 2, Cypress Isle. Peter Walter ships in a couple for today's card, and this is one of them. He claimed this horse for $30,000 down at Churchill. He's going to run her for $35,000. She's been in the money 3 out of 7 times. I'll make her my third choice. 7-5-2 in race 2. Race number 3 is a New York bred allowance, entry-level allowance at 5.5 on the turf. And this is a very tough race. Hard to figure this race, but I'm going to the outside. Number 11, Scats Lassie. 3 out of her 4 starts have been in the money, including a narrow nose defeat last time out at Belmont. I'm going to make her my top choice. Second choice, number 5, Akira. Was third in that race where Scats Lassie was second. But she had every reason to run better and didn't. But, give her a chance to turn the tables. This is her third start of her layoff. Sherry Bay G is the third pick. Broke her maiden last time out for Christophe Clement, but has been beaten by a couple of horses that are on the AE's list, Quiet Ending and Barrel of Joy. And if either one of those get in, you have to look at them. They're numbers 1 and 12. They're on the AE's, but if they draw in, you need to look at them. So for me, 11, 5, 6, but watch the 1 and 12 if they draw in. Race 4 is a maiden $25,000 claimer, mile 16th on the turf. Going with number 1, Backroom Deal. Ran third at this level last time out, going shorter. Stretches out today to a mile and 16th. That's probably what this horse wants to do. Make him my top choice. Second choice, number 2, Sports Day. It's been running this level at Churchill. Was beaten by the top pick down in Gulfstream on January 25th. Gets Castellano, so has a shot to turn the tables on the top pick. And lastly, number 8, Lawyer Jim. Number 8, Lisa Lewis shipped in for the stakes win on Monday. Brings this horse in also from Woodbine. I give him an outside shot. 1, 2, and 8 in race 4. Race number 5 kicks off that $230,000+ pick 6 carryover. I'm going to go with number 3, Corral. Todd Pletcher, first time starter. Horse has been working the lights out. If she runs to her works, this race is over. She wins. If she doesn't, or something happens at the break, which is always possible with these 2-year-olds. Number 4, Girl Up High, is my second choice, and there's a horse with a start under her belt. Ran a really good second down at Belmont, going 5/8, gets an extra half furlong. Well-bred filly. I make her my second choice. Third choice, number 7, Liquid Lunch, also with the benefit of a start. Had the lead early and then faded badly in the stretch. Gets Lasix. Was the favorite that day at Churchill. So obviously there's something they liked here. It's worked okay since she got to Saratoga. 3, 4, 7 in race number 5. Race number 6 is a non-winners of 2 other than optional $25,000 claimer for the New York State Breds at a mile on the grass. It's going to be hard to beat Ampersand. This horse is a little bit of an enigma. He likes to run second. He makes his run just a little too late usually. But his numbers just tower over this field. If he runs anywhere near his numbers that he's been running, he should win this race anyway. But he is hard to endorse because his style sometimes doesn't get him there. He is my top choice. My second choice is number 4, Barrel of Love. Horse made his 5-year-old debut in his last start and got up late to win at 6 furlongs. Gets the extra furlong today. Give him a big chance. And also number 5, Unbridled Command. Tom Bush brings this horse in, and it won its entry-level allowance race last time on a soft turf. Won easy, went wire to wire. Was beaten by Ampersand the race before that pretty handily, but could turn the tables. 3, 4, and 5 in race number 6. Race number 7 is a very tough non-winners of 2 lifetime $20,000 claimer at 5.5 furlongs on the grass. I think this is a spread race. I like number 3, Red Code. Broke his maiden last time out at 6 furlongs at $25,000. Takes the logical step to $20,000 non-winners of 2 lifetime race. Puts on the blinkers. Number 5, Simply Exchange. Drops from 35,000 condition claimers down to this 20,000 non-winners of 2 lifetime. It has a win. The only win came on grass. The last race was 7 furlongs. Backs up a little bit here. Give him a chance. Number 6, Princess Malia. Dutrow was second last time at this level at Belmont. Beaten 3 lengths. Give him a chance. Number 1, Stay Composed. Bruce Brown. A speed horse that has been getting caught late. But this track's been pretty good to speed. And there's not a lot of it in here. I'll give him a chance. And lastly, number 10, Catalina Island. This horse has never tried the turf, but has good breeding for it. Jeremiah Englehart broke his maiden for $20,000. Tried a stake race at Finger Lakes and finished 4th, so give him a chance to upgrade himself on the grass. 3, 5, 6, 1, and 10. Race number 8 is first of 2 stakes. And this is for the fillies and mares. It's called the Fleet Indian. It's for State Breds, New York, at 7 furlongs. I like number 7, Risky Rachel. I've kind of been following this filly ever since she started her career. She's a win machine, 6 wins out of 14 starts. She's 7 furlongs, seems to be right up her alley. She has a win here at Saratoga, and her only start at Saratoga. They got her to beat. Number 6, Beautiful But Blues, my second choice. Comes off a big win in the New York State Bred Stakes down at Belmont. It's 0 for 2 at Saratoga, which is a bit of a concern, but filly seems to be in shape and in good form. And lastly, number 1, Lady on the Run, was a winner in a stake race at Finger Lakes in her last start. Risky Rachel does have a win over her, 3 back, where she was second. But she's a nice filly too. 7, 6, and 1 in race number 8. Race number 9 is for the boys, and it's a stake race called the John Morrissey. And it's at 6.5 furlongs, also for New York State breds. I'm going with number 5, Fiddler's of Fleet. A real easy 7.5 furlong win in a New York State Bred Stakes down at Belmont last time, beating a couple of the horses in here today. This horse seems like he is really in shape right now. Second choice, number 3, Bandbox. Has been second three straight races, all against Open Company. Drops back to New York State Bred, and should have no problem with the 6.5 furlongs. And number 1, Saginaw, was really on a roll and won 5 in a row, and then tried the Metropolitan Mile. Finished last in a race that was way over his head. So I'm giving him a shot to rebound. 5, 3, and 1 in the John Morrissey. Last race of the day, race number 10, is a conditioned $20,000 claimer at 1 1/8 miles. This is for horses that have never won twice or 3-year-olds. Another spread race for me. Number 2 is Big Creek. Todd Pletcher has 2 in this race. Both of them taking big drops. Big Creek is one of them. Comes out of the Queen's Plate where he was beaten 35 lengths, way over his head. Tries $20,000 claimers for the first time. Suspicious drop, but you can't leave him out. The other Pletcher horse is number 10, Dan and Sheila. 2 back in an allowance race at Delaware, was a good third. Has run in stake races and it takes a big drop here as well. And this is also suspicious, but what are you going to do? You have to include them. Also, like number 4, Spring Court. And this is a horse that's kind of, this is going to be an upsetter at 15 to 1. They claimed this horse, and he's been on grass ever since they claimed him. But he's really not bred that well for grass. I think his one and only win came on the main track. And he's run once on this main track and was a good second to a horse named Cease that won a race here earlier in the meet. I think this is a horse with a big outside shot. Number 6, Money in Motion, is Anthony Dutrow. Has been running against starter allowance horses in the last 3 races, all good ones. Give him a chance to rebound, and he is one of the few in here with more than 1 win. Number 7, Prince Arion, is Michael Stidham gelding that broke his maiden for $35,000, 2 back at Belmont. Takes the needed drop. And Centerise is Nick Zito trained horse. Nick's having a tough meet, but here's a horse that was second for 30,000 condition claimers last time, or a 3 back. Tried a couple of races over his head. He gets back to where he belongs. 2, 10, 4, 6, 7, and 8 in the last. Good. I want to wish everyone good luck in the pick 6 today. It's going to be tough, but it's going to be worth trying. I know I'm going to try. Good luck to everybody. And remember that any day at Saratoga is a great day, and we'll see you tomorrow.